Anyway, I wanted to talk about dimensions and why they don't exist. I will start by first saying I think that we think dimension exists because we have been dealing with simple shapes from, I guess, the beginning of our time, and we like to make things simple so that by drawing simple lines we get to understand the complex universe that we're living in. Like this is amazing stuff that I have found out, that we human beings are like in a state of sleep in certain areas of the mind. I have asked family members and friends, when I asked them, is it true that the only directions that exist are up, down, left, right, and front and back? And every one of them has told me, yes, that's all the directions that exist. And I said, well, those are only 6 directions, and that's basically what a third dimension is. When it's height, up, down, width, left, right, and length, front and back. Is that all there is in the universe? I mean, it's not. It's way more than that. I mean, you're talking about infinity space, and you are making just 6 directional expansions within the universe. And you can make 6 directional expansions within the universe, but that doesn't mean that those are the only directions that are actually there, because I can continue pointing at different places. Okay, if I point that way, okay, not many people will have this grid inside their heads. Well, you're pointing that way. That is you're pointing forward, and it's like a hybrid. You're pointing forward, and you're pointing right, and you're pointing up. So you're pointing forward, right, and up, and that's my direction right there within the grid. Guess what? That grid doesn't exist in the universe. It's not there. It doesn't exist. You're pointing at an independent direction. That the grid is inside your head. It's not really there. I mean, this is the most amazing thing. I can be pointing like this. If I have a very fine laser and I point like this constantly for like 1 year, doing this, sitting here, eating, and continue to point with that laser. Every time I point and reach a point, okay, incredible chances are, I believe like 100%, when you put it to infinity, I believe that if I'm in a year doing that, I will never point to the same direction in the universe within infinity. Okay, infinity, maybe not infinity, maybe a few million miles from here, I may actually match one laser beam with another, but when it comes to infinity, that laser beam that looks like one, it will split into 2 directions. When it comes to infinity, I will never be able to point twice the same direction by doing this. Not within infinity. So we are living in a space that is infinite. We are living in a space that is infinite, and you might be throwing directions everywhere, and you will never finish because the directions are infinite. Here's another way to look at it, okay, and that will make you better understand that we are not living in a 3-dimensional world, 4-dimensional, 5. We are living in an infinite space, and we may throw dimensions around, but it's because you can throw all the directions that we would like. I mean, but we are actually living in an infinite space. Okay, let's say I can make a ball out of what they call a 3D pen. Okay, and and I make fine little lines, very fine little lines, and I keep doing fine little lines at this and cutting them at the same exact spot until I have so many lines that I have covered and I made a sphere that doesn't have any holes whatsoever. It's just a perfect smooth black sphere, okay, with a black 3D ink, okay. But let's say I said, oh my god, I covered everything, there's no holes at all whatsoever. But let's say I could enlarge it, okay, like 500%. I enlarge it 500%. When I enlarge it 500%, it's about this big, and all of a sudden, oh my god, it has holes in it. There are holes all over the place. So I haven't covered all the spaces. So I take my pen and I start covering all the spaces in that bigger ball. Once I cover all the spaces, all the spaces have been covered. So that's all the directions there are in the universe. So what I do is, let's find out, let's blow it out. And I blow it 500% more, or it becomes really big. And once it becomes 500% larger, I go, oh my god, there's still holes there. I could be doing that forever, just putting and just covering all the holes and enlarging it, covering all the holes and enlarging it, and I will always find holes as long as I keep enlarging it. Because when you enlarge it, you throw the directions further so they split. So what is infinity? Well, an infinity space will be, imagine a ball that I have here, and it's a black ball that signifies the darkness of space, okay? And it's perfect. It is smooth, it shines, and I'm holding it right here. And I enlarge it 500%. And guess what? There are no holes. I enlarge it 2000%. There are no holes. I reduce it to 1%. There are no holes. Okay? So that's what infinity space is. Infinity space, whether it's large or whether it's small, is actually exactly the same. It has the same exact equation. Okay? That's what infinity space is all about. Okay? You may enlarge it as much as you can. You may collapse it as much as you can. Tiny little bit. Huge, humongous. Doesn't have any holes. It's always smooth. It is always carries the same exact directions because it is made out of pure infinity space. Okay, that is the type of reality we are living in. Infinity space. Dimensions don't exist. They are made inside our heads to simplify our new universe. So if we travel to a place, we put north, south, east, and west, and then everything in between we just connect it to that, and we can travel better. We can make our lives easier if we just put a grid that doesn't exist. But that grid is an instinctive thing inside our heads. It doesn't really exist in real life. In real life, we are living in a universe that is made out of infinite space, and whether it's large or small, it's exactly the same. And not only that, I'm going to teach you how and why that is, because when infinite space meets matter, okay, matter doesn't change it in size, but infinite space does. When matter meets infinite space, something strange happens, because infinite space likes to be balanced, okay, and because matter doesn't change in size, whether it's a small time space or a large time space, we have a little situation, and that situation is the collapse of relative time space. It's a time space distortion which creates gravitation, and we're going to get that later on in the other shows.